Welcome everyone to the International Saimoe channel. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is our last year. This is our final year. 2022 will be our final year of hosting ISML today. I am once again joined by Maglor and Chibasa. Guys, thank you for coming to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
We are also joined by special guest Blood, Tears, and Salt. Let's take a quick trip back in memory lane, down when it was the end of ISML 2021. It's January, right? Around January 2022 when the finals appeared.
Yeah, that's right.
And that was when we saw Elena deny Mikoto a chance to win a second tiara.
That's
So
right,
with
yeah.
the knowledge that this is going to be the very last time we're going to be doing ISML 2022, what are the chances that the Mikoto fan base are going to really, really rally to get that second tiara? Or do you guys believe that there will be the pattern of seeing a newcomer being the one, or at the very least, someone who hasn't won a tiara yet be the one to win for 2022?
I would say there's definitely more chances than last year's for a repeat winner because there were only just few contestants like Mikoto and Kanades could maybe get second tiara before, and it was playing against them to be the only one. Like everyone from a neutral point of view wanted someone else than them to win. But now that there's plenty of girls that will be fighting for their second tiara, I think it will diminish a lot the anti-vote against second tiara win. So I think this, plus the fact that it's the last fight, might make Mikoto's favorite for this year tiara.
Yeah, Starry originally thought that judging by how Mikoto fan base were kind of rallying around IMSL, there is a chance that Mikoto might win all the necklaces that she's allowed to win this year, along with the tiara. Still, when I look at all the things, there are a couple other characters that do have chance. Yukino Yukino probably can't be overlooked. And then if we go by the world data, Ram has been doing very well in many other events. And if Ram wants to really put her resources into IMSL, I think she can easily overwhelm Mikoto if she wants to. So that's another character to worry about. Violet Evergarden on the TOC last year. However, I heard that her fan clubs had some issues that kind of knocked them off a couple key platforms. So maybe not Violet. Those are the, should I say, returning characters with strong chances.
I could have sworn that the latest Ray Zero series was mostly without Rem, simply because she was, what was it? Was she eaten? Her memories were eaten or something similar to that?
She had
So
no
she was
speaking.
barely, she had no speaking role at all throughout either one or both of the second seasons. I understand that Rem is popular. I wouldn't be surprised if she was in top 8, but I can't see her maybe going to top 4, possibly.
Maybe. Well, if we already start discussing top 8, then I do believe there are a couple strong newcomers which are Stella eligible instead of the normal Nova seasonal that could win the whole thing. From the winter season, we had Kitagawa Marin, who was very popular, and then oh dear, my memory is fading. I know there was someone really popular from the spring. Does anyone remember?
Tsukimi Eiko?
That'll be my dreams. I don't know. I don't think Tsukimi Eiko can be that popular. But from the summer,
Spy X Family? Your Forger?
Oh, yes, Your Forger. Yes, that's right. Your Forger really has a strong chance. And then from the summer, Nishikino Chisato, Inoue Takina, I think they have really strong chance as well.
I think one thing that can be interesting to see with a new season that happened is that Kaguya is still going strong with the ultra romantic season.
Yeah.
So I think she's still here, but another one that is maybe more important for nominations than Tiara is Classroom of the Elite that got another season finale. And I remember a lot of time in nominations, some girls were performing well while they didn't had yet much anime material. Maybe one or two will be there in nomination. I think.
Babies, yeah, but then again, especially the Karuja K, in the past, she did very well in nomination, but didn't do well in the actual voting. And I kind of saw, I think, up to episode 7 or episode 8 of the most recent season. And my impression is that Karuja K just simply didn't have enough screen time to make a real lasting impact that's gonna win her over when a voter is debating between her and other popular characters. Because I think general public tends to go with girls who are popular and also gets a lot of screen times.
Yeah, I don't think she will like perform a lot, but I think during nominations they can take a
Yeah,
few spots from other girls.
yeah. In fact, Karoja K might actually do well enough to have a chance for the top 16 maybe. I don't know. I would be really surprised, but there still is a chance. But anything beyond top 16 is very doubtful, in my opinion.
Do you think there is any character from Tournament of Champion we underestimate a bit and can have a comeback like Shana did in 2016, a bit out of nowhere?
Chitandairu. Yeah,
I think she's still strong.
yeah, and not only that, Chitandairu benefits a lot from her male companion because you'll be surprised how crazy many Korean anime fangirls are and how hot they are for the Oriki Hotaro.
I think there's just a very high chance, if not a guarantee, that there's going to be a second scepter bearer in the male side. Is there any new male that you can think of that can possibly take this one? It looks like it's either going to be Shirogane Miyuki or Sakuta again, or even Slime. And there's Hotaru as well. For me, there's almost a guarantee that there's going to be a second scepter with no tournament of champion restriction.
Lloyd Forger is really strong from Spy Family.
Yeah, I think he's the only candidate for a newcomer. I duped Kongming could. Maybe Kongming can be in the tournament and like get a top 16, but I duped he will be competing for Scepter.
Spy Family is that's almost mainstream now.
Yeah, Spy Family is the anime that will shake the most this year, ISM.
I think Spy Family has a very good chance because why should the general family choose someone else? Yeah, I like Lloyd Forger and all the Forger families. I think a lot of established portals does. And if the established portals likes it and also the mainstream folks like it, oh, I don't know what can shake that.
I believe the second season of Spy Family is happening right now, right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
timing definitely heavily benefits the Spy Family characters in this case.
The newcomers I'm a bit worried about are not really a newcomer, but from for a first stellar appearance, Komishuko. I think she will a bit underperform.
She already didn't do as well as she could in the Nova.
And yeah, with the comeback of a lot of strong characters, I think she might not even make top 16 once. And another one I'm worried about is Licorice Recall. I think they could flop.
Well, licorice actually, so my sources are limited, but I know that in Korea, in anime fandom, the anime for the last summer was Licorice Recoil. Almost everything else was not even close.
If it was for a seasonal, they could probably have a chance, but I feel like they won't be able to catch up to the like of Mashiro, Asuna,
Yeah,
Yukino.
Shina Mashiro. Oh dear. If there's any girl that can take necklace away from Mikoto, it's Mashiro.
However, I think she missed her best opportunity to get the tiara last year because she was like less than 100 votes from Elena in the semifinal. And
Yeah.
if she meets Mikoto in the final with anti-vote for second tiara,
Oh,
maybe she
yeah.
had a good opportunity, and it will be really hard for her to get it this
True.
year.
Majiro really had a good chance last year.
What do you think of girls that are not newcomers but never won tiara yet? So Kaguya, Mashiro, Sakura Jimamai, Asuna, Takanashi Rika, Kurumi.
Mai, I don't think she has much a chance. I never want to underestimate Mashiro, but of the returning girls that hasn't won a tiara, I still think Shinomiya Kaguya is the one with the best chance for tiara.
Do you think Asuna have a chance?
Oh, that is a tough.
Well, there
Ah,
hasn't been any new season or any Alicization or any other
I
I'm aware
think
of.
there was like a remake of the first arc.
but the thing is, Asuna lost to Kanade. That is not a good sign. Kanade got destroyed by Elena.
But with more voters, we don't know who will they favor.
Yeah, I really do wish we had a nomination count. They would probably give us a better idea about who's paying attention and who has decided to ignore us. We never had this much nomination before, so it's gonna take time.
Well, it's always good to like throw this in the air just so that once the results of nominations actually get finalized, we can go back to what we've been discussing so far and then reevaluate whether or not what we thought was going to happen happened or not.
Yeah, it would be interesting if we find that more than 1/3 of the people nominated Shada.
I would be surprised if Shauna even got past top 16, if at all.
I would say she have a lot of variability because before 2016 she was going really low, and then her fan base decided to go for the tiara that year, and she got it. And if they decide to come back, I think she make top 16. I don't think it would be enough to get second tiara, but top 16, I think they can get it. Maybe they can try for the rainbow necklace actually.
She's only missing one, right? Which one is it? I think it's Topaz.
There's one thing that the pure number of the nomination did show. So at the beginning, there was two possibilities about the voter turnout this year IMSL. One is that most people were kind of give us support that and ignore us, which I actually thought was 60% chance. And 40% chance was that people thought this is the last chance and they're going to throw whatever they can at us. And sheer count of nominations suggests it's the later. So sad for Shana. I don't think she can pull up 2016 because she was really helped by the fact that we had a really low voter turnout in 2016. Anyway, that is the reason why I still think someone who is close to mainstream like Kaguya, Yor from the Spy Family, and Lloyd Forger, why I think they really have chances. Because if we have a high voter turnout, then we're likely going to have more mainstream people joining in. And they will not vote for some, how should I say, idiosyncratic characters like Mikoto and Yukino. For mainstream people who think as a old name.
Do you think Anna's going to make a splash? Or is it just
Anna,
going to be the father?
Anya, I think Anya is gonna make a splash as well.
Anya
Uh,
actually have a lot of screen time, so
yeah, and we know that IMS photos are loricons.
but not many lolly won actually.
Yeah, true.
Enough to make top 16, but not to win the whole thing.
So with all this discussion about new characters or characters facing each other again, the removal of TOC, I noticed with the charter that there have been several interesting changes that are going to happen in comparison to 2021. Can you explain to us more in detail what these new changes are going to be for this year's ISML in 2022?
To start with, we have to shorten the groups stage to just two split. We just don't have the resources to the full season like last year. To compensate a little bit for that, our elimination stage will be a double elimination format. What happens after the winner's bracket champion is decided will be somewhat different from the typical double elimination. This is to take advantage of the fact that the one-on-one voting is not the only kind of voting that we can use. In order to avoid the feeling of having just a repeat match, we're gonna try bury the match format in the matches that follows the winner's bracket championship. So that's another change. Necklace-wise, we're gonna be removing the only one necklace per year rule, and we'll discuss which gemstone will be handed out after we know of the winner. Original intent was because we were not sure we could have all 7 necklace match, but we have to have 3 of them later on and only 4 in the regular course. And instead of dictating which necklace is which, we thought that since so many characters are interested in the so-called Dragon Ball or Rainbow Challenge, increase that chance by deciding the gemstone after the necklace winner is decided. For the Nova division, which we might also call seasonal, we're gonna go back to our old format. That is to decide the Stellar division or the main division, whatever you might want to call it, and then decide the Nova. Now, since we know for sure that not many nominations for male characters will be left for the Nova division, we're not gonna have a separate Nova division for the male. We're gonna just have the whole Nova division be combined. So of the 32, we'll probably get 2 or 3, maybe 4 males, probably not much more. We're gonna be selecting the 22 characters first for the Stella, and whoever is left will be selected for the Nova.
I understand that in the beginning, the biggest reason why we did the 1 necklace per year rule was because Shauna had 3 in that 1 year. We didn't want to see that again. Are you concerned that something like that might actually happen this year? Do you think there's going to be a character that might get 2 or even 3 and rob most of the necklaces from other people?
Mikoto fan base are talking about getting all 4, and I would say their chance is not negligible.
On one side, it's possible that one character will really dominate, but there's so many characters that will try that I think once one character have it with IRV system, it will be really hard to get the second one already. And if you get 2, I think you get really anti-voted a lot on the third and fourth. So the anti-vote will probably makes it really hard to get 2.
And here's the thing, if they want the tiara, they might want to play diplomatic and at least let some of the other characters share in the glory to make sure that they get other fan base support for the tiara. Because if any character wins 2 necklaces, I think that character will damage her or his chance for the tiara or scepter.
It probably really depends if they can fight for it or not. I can imagine some diplomatic exchanges, like a girl like Asuna gets 2 necklaces, and in exchange she fight for, like, let's say Mashiro for the tiara.
Oh
That could be.
the unholy
Like,
Asuna Mashiro ally.
both of them should struggle a bit to get either a necklace or a tiara, so I'm choosing the characters by pure random, but something of the like could completely happen, that someone ditch all chances to get the tiara to aim for the rainbow necklace, and someone else ditches all necklace chances to go for the tiara.
I think there will be a lot of things going in their minds of a lot of different fan groups. But what I really hope for is that maybe this year we might get back to the old years where we had majority of voters not belonging to a fan base, but from a more of a general public.
That might be possible. We don't know how
Yeah, we
much
don't know.
new voters we will get, how much voters that come back from a lot of years. I seen a lot of people talking about, oh yeah, I was voting in ISML 10 years ago, and they kinda want to vote for the last one. Maybe we're bringing people that have old tastes too. Maybe
Yeah.
someone like Canada could benefit from it.
Well, I was surprised by how many nominations Kanade got, but I still don't think her chance is good. One thing that did encourage me was that in the nomination, I saw more than usual number of nominations from countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Korea, Japan, and many other countries. So maybe we'll make a splash in those countries and get some new people to vote.
I believe you said Nova Division is a merge of both female and male characters. The idea of female and male is thrown out, and instead you're just going to combine the 2 of them together. So because of that, like you said, there's going to be a very good chance, if not a guarantee, that it's going to be heavily female featured and a sprinkling of male characters will appear here and there. Do you think that there is any chance that some of the male characters who did not make it past the Stella division cutoff, will they have any chance of being within top 8, top 4 of their division? Or do you think it's mostly going to be highlighted by the females?
I think it will be hard because usually male nominations, you don't need that much nominations to be in the Stella division. So if someone missed the Stella one, he probably not that good to begin with. I think there's chances that we have no males at all, actually.
Yeah, that's true. However, I would never count someone else. For example, I know that, if Detective Conan or a Gintama or fan club or I don't know, maybe something like Naruto fan club decide to go crazy after they see the nomination result. They might overwhelm us.
Yeah, it still need an alignment of planets to happen.
So a lot of coincidence needs to happen, but it's not impossible.
So in addition to the main tournament, we will also be having several exhibition tournaments happening throughout the main tournament. Can you tell us what tournaments are planned for this year? And what do you think the expected characters to be there once nominations ultimately reveal? Relatively, what kind of tournament we're going to be having for this year?
So we're definitely going to have the couples tournament with no limitations. Well, we haven't finalized the rules for that, but the current basic draft is no limitation. I think the usual suspects in the couples tournament will still dominate. That is, most strongest couple in our record was Oreki Otaro and Shitanda Ero couple versus Yukinoshita Yukino and Hikigaya Hachiman couple. Will they dominate again or not will be an interesting thing to see. I don't know whether they'll dominate or not, but I think their chances are good. And then I do know that we have enough spot for at least one other event. If we go by our history and the interest, perhaps some kind of a game character tournament, including visual novels, could work. That one we really haven't discussed much yet.
Yeah, we should have couples and one more, and a lot of exhibitions outside of tournament, just regular exhibitions. For couple, I think we have actually new couples that can perform. What do you think the Kitagawa Marine couple and Haripiko couple will do?
The male character, Gojo Satoru, is that his name? Or I think he's a very good character. Many anime critics actually pointed out that if you really think about it, Kitagawa Marin is not the treasure of the series. Gojo Satoru is, because where in the heck can you see such a skilled craftsman? It is the Marine who won the lottery, not the other way around. I do agree with that, but here's the thing. Male characters I like usually don't do well. For IMSL, usually bad boys tends to do better than the good boys.
So you think of someone like Spy X Family couple?
Oh man, that's gonna be powerful. Lloyd Forger and Yor Forger. I think they are definitely contender. They can definitely beat Eru Horeki pair or Hachiman Yukino pair. They can beat those pairs. And as Mementos mentioned, their anime is ongoing, so they're gonna get the recent exposure boost.
There's also Licorice Ekal that could get into couple.
Yeah, Chisato Takina couple. That could be the first Yuri couple to have a chance at the couples tournament win.
All right, and that is it for our podcast. Thank you so much for listening to the Saimoe channel. Please keep in touch with the Saimoe community by following us on Facebook, on Twitter, on our main forum website, and on our Discord channel. If you are listening to us on YouTube, all information can be found in the description below. And if you are not on YouTube, you can find all the information of the links on our main website at internationalsaimoe.com in the community tab. If you are on YouTube, please give us a like and a subscribe. It goes a long way to continue to grow our community. But whatever you choose to do, stay safe and stay Saimoe. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.